Daniel here for Tabletop for One. Please join me at the table as I unbox Resurgence. And I thank you for joining me for the unboxing of Resurgence. Resurgence is designed by Stan Kordonskiy, who you would know from other games such as Endless Winter, which was a big hit for me. And so let's go ahead and check out the back side of the box here. And in Resurgence, no one really knows what triggered the one-day war between the superpowers. A single day is all it took to end the Before world. After the governments collapsed, leaderless groups of survivors huddled in the ruins of once great cities. The climate is brutal, the resources are scarce, and the mutant tribes are roaming the wastelands. The world desperately needs a hero to rally the people and lift them out of the rubble. And so you can see a picture of the board here. Let's go ahead and flip it back over. Alright, Resurgence is a game set in alternate history of the 20th century. Humanity's worst fears come to pass, and civilization collapsed following a nuclear exchange between the superpowers. Those who lived through it now huddle together in the ruins of the old cities, trying to survive, regroup, and rebuild. Resurgence is a competitive Euro game. Your goal is to have the most victory points after 6 rounds of play. In order to score points, you will undertake a variety of missions around Moscow, rescue survivors, and build up your compound. The weather is brutal, resources are scarce, and mutants roaming the ruins. You must plan your actions carefully while you overcome the odds and unite the separate survivor groups under your leadership. Alright, so we have the components here, the main board and all the cards and tokens and everything. Here is the setup here. And then we have a card draft. I don't know how that plays in solo mode, but we'll find out in a little bit. Here's the gameplay. There's draw and assign, leadership, worker actions, and upkeep. So it goes through each of those steps here. Here's the worker actions. Worker actions continued, completing missions. Here's the upkeep. And then at the end of the 6th round, the game ends and you'll proceed to final scoring. Here's a list of some of the game actions here. How to build new projects. The compound room actions. Here's the compound board. Directive cards index. Survivor cards index. And so here are the setup for the solo rules, which uses a regular setup and gameplay rules with changes and additions. You'll be playing against a mutant AI, which it goes over the actions here, so it'll have separate actions that you'll do based on certain conditions in the game. Very good, looks good. There's also an encounters expansion that comes with the game, and it does have it for 1 to 2 players. And then here's an icon reference in the back. And so these are the player compound boards, and they look all the same. Okay, very nice quality on the cardboard, nice and thick, looks great. And this is going to be the main board here. It's not too big of a board, which is kind of nice. It's a 4-fold board here. You can almost see the whole thing on the screen. Yeah, looks great. It's got some nice color to it. It'll be interesting to see how it plays. Okay, we got a bunch of punch out tokens here. So these are rubble tokens. These are assignment boards for the players. An encounters table here. This is the mutant action board for the solo game. There's an A and a B side. A couple more of the player boards. And an event token. Alright, a bunch of bags. And here's the draw bags for each of the 5 player colors here. They're nice velvety bags. Maybe slightly on the small side for a hand as big as mine here. So that may be a little bit small, but that's okay. And then we have a variety of components I'll show you here. So these are the player screens for the players. If you're doing multiplayer, I won't need them for solo mode, but it does show information on the inside. Now check these out. These are player survivor tokens that you're going to be putting in your bag and drawing from. Look at these. These are fantastic. They're about 1/8 of an inch thick. They've got this nice screen printing on them. I love the fact that they're wooden. It'll make for easy shuffling in the bag. The colors are nice. It's really great. Here's a nice wooden first player token. Look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it? Very good quality. It's probably 3/16. No, it's got to be more than that. Maybe 5/16 of an inch thick. Very nice. And then we have 6 mutant tokens here, as well as some other tokens, the Stalker token and Beast token for the expansion. All right, we have some mission cards here. These are the starter mission cards: First Patrol, Locate Access Hatch, Test Water Quality, Field Kitchen, Foraging Party, Kremlin Sortie. You know, I love the look of these cards. It really has clear information, decent colors, good symbols. Everything looks great. And then we have basic missions here: attack the mutants, burn giant rats, build a rest stop, study the mutants, recover old books, administer vaccines. And then we have advanced missions here. So establish a hospital, guard the salvage yard, build a fortress, fortify the riverbank, search for survivors, open a school, and first contact. Very good. All right, then we have hero cards here. We have the traffic cop, mystic, cosmonaut, Olympian, surgeon, librarian, truck driver. Actually, now we're on to the survivor cards here. So we have truck driver, farmer, miner, foreman. Just kind of jump through here. Chef, inspector, hunter, bodyguard, engineer, veterinarian, pharmacist, doctor, botanist, and brewer. Yeah, those all look great. Love the art on all of these. They look fantastic. Some of the art is reused for the different class types, I'm assuming. But it looks great. All right, and we have 6 mutant cards here. Well, actually 8 if you include the 2 blank ones with the symbol at the bottom there. And then we have directive cards here. There's A directive cards. And then there's B directive cards. It looks like these are kind of like objective cards or end of game scoring cards. And then these ones here are event cards. So first round card doesn't do anything, but then there are different events that happen. Like, for instance, this one here says the cache of textbooks when placing any survivor in the Museum Row district receive an additional med or 2 victory points. So that's cool. Different events that are going to affect the gameplay as you go, allowing for some replayability and variability during the gameplay. And these are salvage cards here. They'll give you various things. Looks like food, oil, ammo, and other things. And then these are the mutant leadership cards for the solo mode that are going to tell you what the mutant does and how it does it. All right, and last but not least, we have different markers for the different resources. So the oil, bread, salvage, and I'm assuming you use these on your player boards. Very nice. All right, this has been an unboxing of Resurgence by Stan Kordonskiy. You'll have to let me know in the comments below what you think of this game. I know very little about it. It's a Kickstarter that I backed, and I'm looking forward to getting it to the table. I do plan on doing a solo playthrough of it in the future. So let me know what you think, and please like and subscribe to this channel if you like the content you see here. And I thank you very much for watching Tabletop for One. Have a great night.